Hello, my name is Richard Brown from ChronoSafe Media. I'm here to present a quick overview of the iPhone application called VIN Hunter Pro. VIN Hunter Pro is designed to give to dealers and auto industry professionals the tools to make quick vehicle purchase decisions by giving you access to Carfax vehicle history reports and Black Book and NADA vehicle valuations, all from your iPhone. Here, we've launched the iPhone application in a simulator for this video, and I've got 7 vehicles in here already. And as you can see, there are a variety of different vehicles from a number of different years. We've got the name of the vehicle, the VIN, and the date that it was added. We can also assign a thumbnail or photograph to the vehicle for easy identification, and we can also have notes that are associated with the vehicle. To add a VIN, our vehicle to VIN Hunter Pro, we need to enter the VIN for that vehicle. By clicking on the plus key here in the upper right hand corner, we can type in the VIN using a standard type keyboard. As soon as you type in all the VIN characters, you'll automatically decode that VIN. I also have the ability to switch to a custom keyboard. The custom keyboard is slightly different in that it presents all the numbers all here on the same screen. It also eliminates characters that aren't legal for a typical VIN, such as the letter I or the letter O. There's a third way of entering a VIN, which is using the Safari browser to copy and paste the VIN number. If you find a VIN in Safari, for example, from one of the auction sites that are out there on the internet, I can use a standard keyboard here and just use the copy and paste capability of the iPhone to quickly here paste in a VIN for 2004 Focus. Once that VIN's in, I can save it, and that vehicle shows up here in my listing of vehicles. There's no limit to the number of vehicles you can have in your vehicle listing. Clicking on that vehicle, I get basic information on the vehicle, the year, make, model here. I have also a spot to put mileage. By clicking here, I can enter the mileage for the vehicle, which will be used in the calculations for the vehicle valuations from NADA and Black Book. I can also tap here to enter a note about the vehicle to allow me to record things like stock numbers or any vehicle condition. Information can be stored there. If a vehicle has more than one trim level, this one happens to have only one trim level, but I would have multiple trim levels here, and I could select the particular trim level, and then here below, the information about that trim level would be displayed. Also the drivetrain information. If this was a real iPhone, I would have a camera built into the device, but since this is a simulator, I don't. Or if you have an iPod Touch is also a device that if you're on a Wi-Fi network can work with VIN Hunter Pro. I'm going to go ahead and click here on the camera icon. Here I'm able to add, for example, a picture from the photo library. I can modify it by cropping it, etc. I'll just go ahead and choose the default, and the vehicle's picture is added to my vehicle. And if I go back out to the home page, you see here, there's the graphic for that vehicle, the thumbnail. Now I also have the ability here, you notice across the bottom I have a variety of different icons from my partners. Carfax, for example. The Carfax allows you to, if you have a Carfax account, to purchase a Carfax vehicle history report on a vehicle, or if you already have purchased a Carfax vehicle history report, you can view that report. Here we're in the vehicle. If I click on the Carfax button, first of all, in this case, I don't have a Carfax report purchase for this vehicle. I can click on Buy, and it will automatically use my Carfax account and charge my Carfax account. It's very important to realize that. And we'll purchase that vehicle history report for this particular VIN. Once that VIN or vehicle history report is purchased, we are given here the highlights for that vehicle. Shows us this is a one-owner car. And we have the highlights for the vehicle indicating here these green check marks that there are no major issues with this vehicle and that it qualifies for the Carfax buyback guarantee. I can also display the vehicle history. Here this summarizes the information on the full Carfax report, where I have all the specific information, the specific history records for this vehicle. I can click on one of these records and be able to view the entire record here in more detail. In the case where a telephone number or a URL is present, I also have those selectable, so I can immediately, if I wish to, call that particular, in this case, this dealer that this record is associated with. And finally, clicking on this last button allows me to view that full report. I have access to the full report. It's a web browser, so I can zoom in and I can view the information on the entire report. The reason why the vehicle history view is I feel important is it very quickly summarizes the information on that full report, so you can get at the information you need to make those quick decisions on a vehicle's value. Now, some vehicles, Carfax vehicles, have an issue with them, such as a title brand or something that causes it to not be covered by the Carfax buyback guarantee. I'm going to pick this Honda Odyssey, for example. If I click on it, I get, instead of the normal Carfax screen, I get this Carfax alert, which lets me know immediately that there is some kind of issue with this vehicle, be it a title brand or salvage or something that would make Carfax not cover it through its guarantee. Clicking on the View Full Carfax Report will bring up that full Carfax report for us so that I can view the information for that vehicle. But this is a quick way of stopping you from making potentially bad purchase. Also available from this screen is Black Book pricing and NADA pricing. Clicking on the B here will take this vehicle and bring up the Black Book value for this vehicle. I've got the things such as the wholesale pricing, the retail pricing, the trade-in pricing, and the residual pricing. I can also adjust the region that I'm in. Pick a particular region which may adjust the pricing. If a vehicle has more than one trim level, I would have the different trim levels available here that were maybe associated with this VIN. And if I had any additional equipment, you would see that additional equipment listed here. As a better example, I'm going to go to, let's say, go to this Focus and click the Black Book button. Here we have different accessories associated with this vehicle. All that information from Black Book is updated daily. It's very timely information. It will use the mileage. If you enter mileage for a vehicle, it will use that in the calculations, and any changes you make will automatically will reflect in your final pricing. NADA also works very similarly. Here I've got this Ford Focus. I have the pricing for NADA. I also need to pick a region because there's different price guides depending on your region, and I have trim level. And NADA has more accessory options than Black Book has, and it's broken down into 3 different prices here. This information is just for your information. It will automatically be calculated in the final price. Also, if for some reason you want to use the tool to pull up information on the vehicle you don't have a VIN, there is something called drill down. This $ here on the main screen. If I click on it, I have access to, depending on my subscription, Black Book or NADA. I can pick, for example, Black Book, and then drill down to the particular vehicle that I'm looking for. In this case, let's say I'm looking for a 2007 BMW M5, and then I can pick that vehicle, and it will show me the information for Black Book for that particular vehicle. Notice the VIN here says drill down, indicating it's not related to a particular vehicle. The same thing happens if you're going to use the NADA. NADA values are exactly the same. I can pull up a particular vehicle. Notice the information is formatted slightly different for NADA. But also notice how quickly I can move through that information and get at my vehicle.